What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Elijah Trades, and welcome back to another video. As you know, I'm on my daily grind, daily upload. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that sub for your boy. But as you can tell by the title, I want to share some, because I had trouble. I've been training for 4 years. Let's get that out the way. Been training for 4 years now, and for the last couple of years, I've been having trouble finding a strategy that best fits me, right? So I can already imagine, as a new trader, you're trying like every strategy, which is not good, to be honest. I think you should find your strategy and stick to it, because once you master it, once you master your edge, you don't need, there's no need to try something new. You know what I mean? So yeah. So today in this video, I want to go over how to best find a strategy that fits you. I wish I had a video like this to help me when I was a newer trader, because I bounced from so many different strategies. I mean, paying for courses, paying for bots, paying for little automated machines, all types of things, right? But you know, can't do nothing but learn from the past and share the knowledge that I have now. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the whiteboard. If you haven't seen in the other videos, I have a whiteboard set up so I can help you guys visualize what I'm saying. And yeah, let's go ahead and switch over. All right, now you see that we're on the whiteboard. I want to go over something real quick. This is not for swing traders. I'm not covering swing trading. I am not a swing trader myself. So if you are a swing trader, you're going to have to find another channel. I trade futures, and that mostly consists of day trading. So yeah, maybe some point in the future when I have like an excess of capital, I'll hop into swing trading, dabble in it a little bit. But for now, I'm focused on the day traders. And for the day traders, as we know, there's usually two different types of day traders, right? We have the scalpers, and then we have like the regular schmegular old day traders, right? And I'm gonna cover the difference between the two in this video to try to help understand the difference. But basically, I want to differentiate these two, because to find a strategy that best fits you, you got to understand what your habits are, what you're most likely to do, what's more comfortable for you in the trading environment. Because if you're not comfortable in trading, and you're uncomfortable, that's gonna come with a lot of mistakes. So really, you want to get down to the basis of things and see what type of person are you when it comes to trading. Are you a scalper, or are you a day trader, or are you both? I'm gonna cover that in a second, because I call myself a mixture of both, but I'll cover that in a second. So when looking at scalpers, right, we know, I actually have like some things written down a little bit. So yeah, when looking at scalpers, we know that they're high, or they trade at a high frequency, right? So they trade a lot, basically, is what I'm saying. Frequency, stupid, but they trade a lot, right? And with this high amount of trading comes with a lot of pros and cons, which is one, some cons I can think of. Let's just write out pros and cons, right? Cons and pros. So what do you want to start with? Pros, cons? Let me see. Let me tap into your head. Cons. You said cons. Yep. I know you did. Did you say cons? Yeah, you said cons. But some of the cons: high commission costs. Just because you're trading so many, or you're trading so many times, right? Is obviously going to come with high commissions. What else? I have some things written down. It requires a higher level of focus. Well, it depends who you ask, but for me, I think it requires a higher level of focus, which I'm gonna cover in a second. Because if you're scalping consistent, or just trading a lot in a short period of time, you're gonna see that like your mind starts to see things that aren't there, that aren't true. So if you're not really focused and having like a lot of patience, what did Fat Cat say? Shout out Fat Cat. Patience, contentment, and if you're not patient, content, and there's something else, right? Patience, contentment, whatever. I forgot the third thing. If I remember, I'll say it. But if you don't have these three things, you're not focused, and just one of those things, if one of those things fall off the table, then the whole table falls, or whatever Fat Cat says. Shout out to him. But it requires a high level of focus. Just because you got to know your strat, and just trading at a high frequency just messes with your brain. It messes with your psychology, and the more you trade, the more fatigue you get. The more fatigue you get, the more mental mistakes you make, and the more mental mistakes you make, the more money you lose, basically. So there's another thing, requires a high level of focus. And another con is smaller. I mean, you can see this as a pro or a con. I'm not really sure. It's up to you. To me, it. I mean, if I wanted to choose between a smaller P&L trade or a higher P&L trade, um, I'm choosing the higher one, right? But you're risking less, but you're also making less. So less risky trade, so smaller P&L per trade, right? And I say another con is usually, um, not usually, you don't have runners, right? Because you work on lower time frame charts usually, so you don't have any runners. So what you get straight off the bat is what you made for the trade. So no runners. Let me just put no runners. But I'm gonna tap in more into runners in a little bit. But yeah, those are some cons for scalpers as well. Now I'm gonna go over some pros. That's not the pros chart. What am I doing? Now some pros for high frequency trading is that you're sitting. Usually, you're sitting at the chart less, right? Let's move this over a little bit. You're sitting at the chart less just because you're trading so much in a short period of time. Uh, it calls for less amount of patience than I say a day trader would. It still calls for patience for your thing to set up, but because it sets up so frequently, it calls for less patience because you're always, not always, but more than likely you're gonna have more amount of setups coming onto the chart than a regular old schmegular day trader. So you're sitting at the chart less, and because of this, you know, you have like more time in a day for yourself. You get less fatigue. Um, less you can review less time, less footage because of actually depending on the trade. It depends. All right, I won't say you review less of the trades, but um, I will say sitting at the chart less is beneficial for you, right? So you sit at the chart less. Um, you operate on lower time frame charts, which I think is a W because waiting like because scalpers usually use like what they can use from anywhere from 10 seconds to like 1, 2, 3 minutes, right? Let me finish writing this out. So because of that, obviously your thing sets up faster, and like I said earlier, it causes you not causes you to be less patient, but it calls for less patience than a day trader. So that's another one. Usually another one is your risk to reward without the runners, so you know like what you're getting into, what you're risking, and what you're getting out of it, like the exact details of it. So exact P&L. Since you don't have those runners, you don't really have to worry about that. You don't really have to worry about bigger moves. You're really focused on the shorter time frame. So I say you have less anxiety, right? Because of your P&L per trade, since it's smaller. Uh, if the market moves back and forth, you're most likely to get stopped or filled in either direction. Compared to day traders, they're gonna see their P&L go up and down a ton during their trade. While as a scalper, you only see it. It depends on the trade, obviously, but you'll see it less than day trading. You'll see the amount of red and the amount of green, the time in the green, time in the red. You'll see it less than typical day trader. So those are really the main pros and cons of scalpers. So if you feel like that's you, go ahead and be for it. If you feel like you can be patient enough to where you're, because when I go over day traders too, it's gonna combine for both of them. It's really about your mental clarity and your mental focus of the market. If you feel like you can trade at a high frequency, right? I'm sorry, it's been a long day, bro. I'm tired. You see, I'm sweating and stuff. It's been a long day. But if you know you can trade at a high frequency without really making a lot of mental mistakes, I would say go for scalping. But now let's go into the pros and cons of day trading, right? Oh man, it's a long day. Long day, bro. It's almost done though. It's almost done. So pros, copy that. Cons. So some of the pros, let's go over the pros first, I guess. One pro is that you have higher profit potential, right? Potential per trade. Per. Obviously, you're not going for as small moves as scalpers because they're operating on a lower time frame chart. So for day traders, they're operating on what, like 5 minute plus charts. Now, tick charts and all the volume charts, everything else, I'm not covering in this video. If you don't know what that is, I'll probably make a video soon about it. But right now, I'm just focused on the time-based charts. So you have higher profit potential per trade just because you're operating at a higher, not higher, on higher time frames. So that comes with higher risk to reward management. Now that's a con as well. You have higher, well, depends how you look at it. Higher risk to reward. Oops. Risk to reward. And I cannot spell today, bro. I am tired. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm gonna take a nap after this. All right. But higher risk to reward. And like I said, because of this, you're gonna see price hang around a lot more before it hits your target, either target of your stop loss or your profit target. So price tends to like just hang around. And when price tends to hang around, that's when the mental battles start coming in. Like, oh man, should I take this trade? Should I wait? Should I get out? Do I think it's still going to hit my profit target? So because of that, because of price hanging around more, it causes you to have more of a mental battle with yourself. A con, you have to be more patient, of course. It calls for more patience just because you're sitting at higher time frame charts. So, like let's say a 15-minute chart, right? It's gonna take 15 minutes for a bar to close. I'm not sure like how you guys trade it, but usually it takes a bar to close for me to take a trade. So like I'm looking for some type of confirmation. Different strategies calls for different things, but more than likely your strat that you're looking for is going to call for some type of bar to close so you can have confirmation. So that's another thing. You sit at the charts a lot longer. At the charts longer, which once you're sitting at a chart for an extended period of time, your brain just starts messing with you. Like I said earlier, your brain starts messing with you. But it's a trade-off, I would say, because scalpers are high frequency traders. So the more trades you take, the more setups that are the more setups you start seeing that aren't there. And for day traders, the longer you sit at the chart, the longer you see setups that aren't there. So it's a trade-off between the two. But like I said, I'm gonna cover. I'll cover that in a second. But yeah, another pro though is that it allows for more runners. So say, usually a lot of day traders, intraday traders, have some type of runner. Usually they hit their first target and then start trailing with their stop loss and allow their runners to run however many. So on big trend days, they're really going to capture the profit compared to scalpers. Big trend days, it's not going to be a lot of profit there for you, but on more rangy days, sort of days, there's more profit there for you compared to day traders where it won't be the same amount. So like I said, it's a trade-off. If you want to be more of a trend trader or a range trader, let me put that as well. More of a range, or let's say what sales, oops, oops, sales in ranges. Let's just say that. Better trend traders, but yeah. So it allows for more runners, and you get to capture more profit than scalpers. And depending on your risk management, your end of day potential profit is higher than I would say for scalpers. But it's all subjective. It's all depends on the purpose on the person. But the reason I wanted to cover, now that I'm done with this part, bro, I'm sorry. I'm tired, bro. Excuse me again if I'm everywhere with it right now. But the reason I want to cover the difference between the two is because you have to look at yourself and figure out, okay, which one do I want to be, right? If I want to be a scalper, right, am I able to handle taking 10, 15, 20 trades a day, 20 plus trades? I mean, I've seen people in Discord take like 100 trades a day, like per day, and it's like normal to them, and they're profitable. So, are you able to do that without blowing up? Are you able to just take what the market gives you at certain times and like just, are you okay with not having runners? Are you okay with sitting on lower time frame charts, just consistently taking trades? Are you okay with higher commissions? That you all have to sit with yourself and ask yourself that, and like just visualize yourself in that in those moments. So visualize yourself taking a bunch of trades, how you're reacting if you lose, if you win. Are you moving your stop loss? Are you having FOMO? This it's just simple things like that. Visualize yourself. If you feel like you can't handle it, visualizing it, then I would say just move to day trading, and then vice versa. If you feel like you can't sit around, like when you open a trade, you can't sit around and you feel like price is just moving back and forth way too much for you, and you can't sit there, you can't hold the feeling of, oh man, did I open the wrong trade, did I mess up, should I close, should I wait, things like that, then scalping might be more for you. If you feel like you close trades too early, or you sit in them for too long, a whole bunch of things, right? Just take the vice versa of each two, and look into yourself, visualize yourself, and see, if I were in that position, how would I react? Would I be okay? Would I still be have my patience? Would I still keep my cool? Would I still keep my focus? And depending on which one, I would say to go to either side. Now, there's one more I want to do, or one more I want to cover, and that's just a mixture of these two, which is kind of what I do. So let's go into my strat now. Now we getting juicy. We going into my strat. So what I do is I trade price action, right? So however the market is, let's just say this is what the market does. Let's just say that's the market, right? What I do, I just draw trend lines. Let's see. Let's change color for the trend line. Let's do like blue, or just for the lines in general. I just draw trend lines and wait for certain like areas with the EMA, blah blah blah. Draw ranges, all sorts of things, right? And I just trade price action, basically. I'm trading price action, waiting for certain moves that I'm familiar with, that I'm accustomed to, and based off those moves, I take a trade, right? Now, usually in these trades, I say I'm a little bit of both, is because mostly I'm a scalper, but I do take a fewer amount of trades, and I do allow room for a runner. So let's say let's draw right here a chart, right? Just a basic whatever. Let's say I got filled right here, right? I do take a shorter amount of profit initially, but, and let's draw a stop like down here, right? That's my original stop. This is where I entered, and then this is my first take profit. So what I do is once my take profit gets hit, my first one, I just move my stop up here, and then I just allow the runner to run. So that's why I say I'm a mixture of both, and I feel like that suffices best towards my ability, because not only am I in a trade, not I'm in a trade a lot, but when I'm in a trade, I'm in a trade for long periods of time because of the runner. So that leaves me off of the charts, which best fits me, because if I'm sitting there just looking for trades, I know I'm gonna mess up. So having this runner while also allowing me to secure profits on the way up, it just best suits me. So yeah, take my profits, and then I start trailing my stop loss. Let's say this is my profit target up here. This is the chart again. I just start trailing my stop loss like this, and then I also like just keep moving my profit target up. So I'll never get, or my target would never get hit, but my stop loss will. So because I'm gonna just keep moving it up and secure as much profit as possible. So if you like that, look into price action trading. I'll probably bring some videos to you for free, for the free ski. Your boy got you. But if you're more into that, definitely I would say look into price action. If you feel like you're more of a scalper, who are some scalpers? Iman trading is a scalper for sure. Fat Cat trading is a scalper. Well, Fat Cat does both as well. He knows when to hold on and he knows when to scalp, but that's mostly because he's been in the market for like super long, so he knows he learned both sides of the thing, which is what I'm trying to do right now. He learned both sides and he mastered both sides. So yeah, but for scalpers, Iman, I know he works with like a 20-second chart or something like that. Fat Cat, scalpers. I'm trying to think of some YouTube scalpers. I don't know about a lot of other YouTube scalpers, especially for futures. I know a lot in Discord, but as for YouTube, I don't really know. Yeah, for YouTube, I'm not really sure. But for day traders, if you want to follow someone's strategy, I would say, let's see, there's, what's his name? The guy that just bought a Porsche with his prop firm money, prop firm payouts. I forgot his name. But whatever. I'm not really in the prop firm space anymore. I don't really watch these YouTubers anymore, just because, I'm focused on my own trading at this point. But it's not hard to find. You see the difference. You see what side you fit on. You have to choose a side. Pick what side you choose on, and then I would say find a strategy that best fits what you visualize yourself doing and how you best visualize yourself trading without losing focus. And once you do that, stick with the strategy. Please, that's the number one thing. Do not go strategy hopping. Like, it's going to not ruin, but it's going to slow your trading journey like insanely. Like, I don't even know how to explain, but strategy hopping is terrible. Choose one strategy, stick to it. Me personally, I recommend price action, just because, markets can move anyway, but markets also move in structure. And once you understand the structure that the market moves in, I think you're going to be unstoppable. And most of these indicators, bro, they can't help the future. They're not going to help you tell the future. And yeah, I would say look into price action. Also, I think Fat Cat trades price action. Iman does too. So yeah, just look into price action. If you feel like you need like some type of indicator or like some type of something, I guess look into TBM, trades by Matt. Oh, who else is price action? Who's more of a day trader as well? Oh, what's his name? Let me look it up for you real quick. Oh Oh, I forgot his name, and I used to love watching his videos. Oh yeah, Alpine Trader. Thomas Wade is a great price action trader if you want to look into him. Um, oh, look up futures trading. What's his name? Futures Trading Journey of Robert Anderson. He fits more of the day trader um, cycle. He has a couple indicators, and I started with him, and I think his strategy is actually pretty great. If you learn it and master it, I think his strategy is pretty great, and he teaches you for free. So that's another person to look at. Um, yeah, I can't remember the other traders' names, but basically that's the main focus of the video. Find out what type of trader you are, and from there, pick a strategy that helps you. Hopefully, I put out a decent guide for you. I know I'm everywhere today. I'm just tired, bro. I hit the gym. You see the muscle on me, man. Hit the gym earlier. Hit the sauna. Been sweating all day since. Haven't taken a nap. Been doing some things after the gym. Just tired. I'm about to take a nap. So hopefully I'm guiding you in the right direction of how to find a strategy that best fits you. Um, but yeah, hopefully it helps out. I'm not gonna keep yapping. Hit that like and sub for your boy. Make sure you comment down below if it helped you out. Also, I don't know. I don't know what else. Also, I'm just yapping. It's been your boy Elijah, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Deuces. Oh